On Friday morning, at the 3rd hour, 3 crosses were raised at Golgotha, just outside the gates of Jerusalem. Jesus on the middle cross, with a thief on each side of him, looked down upon his tormentors and said, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." As we hear this, the first words of Jesus from the cross, we say, "Loving God, we pray for those who persecute us." And in doing so, the Christ Spirit cleanses us of the injustices that we have committed and of those that have been committed towards us. To those we have offended, we ask for forgiveness. And to those who have hurt us, we offer forgiveness. Please repeat to yourself the following affirmation. I freely forgive and am forgiven through the Christ of my divine nature. One of the thieves hanging next to Jesus railed at him, saying, "Are you not the Christ? Save yourself and us." But the other thief rebuked him, saying, "Do you not fear God, since you are under the same sentence of condemnation? And we are condemned justly, for we are receiving the due reward for our deeds. But this man has done nothing wrong." And he said to Jesus, "Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom." And Jesus spoke his second statement. "Truly, I say to you, today you will be with me in paradise." As we return now to the quiet place within, we carry with us the knowledge that whenever we turn to the Christ of our being and we ask for help, it is always freely given. Repeat to yourself silently the following affirmation. In faith, I turn to the Christ within and know that this day and every day I am one with my good, I am one with God. When Jesus saw his mother and the disciple whom he loved standing near, he said, "Woman, behold your son." And then he said to the disciple, "Son, behold your mother." And from that hour, the disciple took her as his own. We are reminded by this third statement that it is our responsibility to provide for those who are unable to care for themselves. We fulfill our human responsibilities willingly and with great love and compassion. Please repeat after me, silently to yourself. As I unfold spiritually, I fulfill my every obligation responsibly, wisely, lovingly, and compassionately. And when the 6th hour had come, there was darkness over the whole land until the 9th hour. And Jesus cried with a loud voice, my God, why have you forsaken me?" As we experience human and spiritual crucifixions, metaphorical, we may feel just as Jesus did as he uttered the 4th statement, that even God seems to have forsaken us. In these periods of darkness, we find strength in the Christ Spirit within us to persevere. God is there even in our darkest, most painful and confusing moments. Know that with me now and repeat these words silently to yourself. God's love comforts me. God's saving power strengthens me in my hour of need. Jesus then spoke his fifth statement. I thirst. There comes a time in our spiritual unfolding, our evolving, where we finally know that the body is not limited to the physical. It is the temple of the living God. Our needs can only be met by drinking of the living water, the Spirit and the life of the Christ essence. Knowing this, I invite you to once again repeat silently to yourself this affirmation. I drink of the living water of Spirit, and every need of my mind, my heart, and my body is fulfilled. When Jesus had received drink, he uttered his sixth statement. It is finished. When we come to the limit of our human efforts, knowing we have done everything that we can do, we keep our faith and know that with God, all things are possible. We have done all that we can humanly do. And in that moment, we surrender our lives and our will to God. Please repeat after me silently. The living, loving Christ of my being works for my highest good in all matters that I release to it. I let go and I let God. There was darkness over the whole land until the 9th hour, while the sun's light failed and the curtain of the temple was torn in two. Jesus began to cry with a loud voice, saying, Abba, Abba, into your hands I commend my spirit. As Jesus spoke his seventh and final statement, he surrendered completely his spirit. Likewise, we pray, not my will, but yours be done. Into the care and the keeping of God we give ourselves and all that concerns us. And we rest from our labors and let God's will for good come forth in our lives. Please silently reflect on the following affirmation. I release and let go. God's will be done in me now. God's will be done in me now. God's will be done in me now.